Most men think choosing sunglasses is all about face shape, square face, round face, whatever. But that's only part of it. Because the truth is, most men over 40 are wearing sunglasses that make them look older, not better. The wrong pair can drag down your features, widen your face, or make you look like you're still chasing trends. The right pair, though, it can completely change how people see you. More refined, more confident, more masculine. I'll be honest, I used to wear cheap gas station sunglasses. I thought they all looked the same. I still remember one summer afternoon. Clean white tee, sharp haircut, felt great. Then I caught my reflection in a car window and something didn't add up. The glasses didn't belong. They made me look smaller, like the outfit was trying harder than I was. That's when it clicked. You can tell how refined a man is by the smallest things. The watch strap, the crease of a pant, the frames that sit on his face. Those details don't just decorate you, they describe you. And when one of them is off, it's the only thing people see. Then one day I tried on a proper pair. Well-structured frames that actually suited me. And instantly I realized this is what refinement looks like. That's when it clicked. Sunglasses aren't decoration, they're design. They're not about hiding your eyes, they're about framing your character. And after 40, that distinction matters, because everything you wear should add intention, not noise. So today we're breaking down the best sunglasses for men over 40. The ones that sharpen your features, balance your proportions, and actually make you look your best. Before we dive in, here's why this matters more after 40. Your face changes with age, the jawline softens, the brow ridge becomes more defined, and the eyes sit slightly deeper. The sunglasses that worked at 28 don't automatically work at 48, because your facial structure has literally shifted. And here's the part nobody talks about. After 40, sunglasses stop being just sun protection and start becoming a form of presence. People don't just see your frames. They judge your confidence, your sharpness, and your taste before you say a word. The right pair makes you look intentional. The wrong pair makes you look like you haven't updated anything since your last BlackBerry. That's why this matters. Not to look trendy, but to look current and controlled, instead of outdated or invisible. Stick around until the end, because I'll show you how the right pair doesn't just change how you look, it changes how you carry yourself. Everything I mentioned today is linked below so you can check them out as we go. 1. It's more than face shape. Every men's magazine tells you the same thing. Pick sunglasses based on your face shape. Square face? Go round. Round face? Go square. But that advice alone is why so many men end up looking like they're wearing someone else's glasses, because face shape is only part of it. What really matters is balance, the proportion between your features and the frame itself. I used to grab the thickest frames I could find, thinking they made me look stronger. They didn't, they just made my face disappear. When your frames fight your features, the whole look collapses, no matter how expensive they are. Think of sunglasses as architecture for your face. Here's how you get that architecture right. 3 things matter more than face shape: lens height, bridge width, and frame thickness. Too tall of a lens? Your cheeks disappear. Too short? You look like you're wearing reading glasses from a gas station rack. Too wide of a bridge makes the glasses slide. Too narrow pinches and lifts the frames unnaturally. And frame thickness? If it's thicker than your eyebrows, it starts looking like a costume piece. Quick test. Look at yourself from the side, not the front. Most men only judge sunglasses head-on, but balance is revealed in profile. That's where you see whether the frames are working, with your bone structure or fighting it. If you want a minimal metal option that still keeps that balance, the Ray-Ban Frank is a perfect example. Slim, squared, and refined without disappearing. If the structure overpowers the foundation, the design feels wrong. Strong jawline, heavy brow, angular cheekbones. You don't need more weight, you need restraint. Go thinner, lighter, cleaner. The Ezra narrow sunglasses nail that ratio. Its slim silhouette balances sharp features and softens intensity. It's confidence minus the excess. Softer or narrower face. Add definition. The Ray-Ban Fanto square sunglasses bring subtle strength, a gentle taper, refined edges, Italian calm. It adds presence without trying. And here's a rule I wish I learned sooner. Lens width should roughly align with your temples. Too wide and you vanish behind them. Too narrow and your face swallows them. Perfect balance feels invisible, it's just right. Because the goal isn't contrast, it's conversation. Your frames shouldn't fight your face, they should finish it. That last one was all about balance. Proportion over geometry. But proportion only works when it complements your complexion. And that's exactly where we're going next. 2. Color and complexion. Most men pick sunglasses like they pick cars, whatever looks good in the showroom. Flashy lenses, shiny gold temples, reflective everything. But here's the truth. The louder the color, the cheaper it usually looks. After 40, your goal isn't attention, it's alignment. You want tones that frame your features, not fight them. Color should enhance your complexion quietly, not compete with it. As you age, your natural contrast fades. Hair lightens, skin tone softens, and the sharp lines that once defined your face start to blur. That's why bright, reflective frames can look harsher now than they did 10 years ago. You don't need louder colors, you need smarter ones. Tones that echo the warmth in your complexion instead of drowning it out. If your skin's on the lighter side, start with depth. Black, dark tortoise, deep charcoal, colors that ground your look and create definition. The Oliver Peoples Gregory Peck glasses are perfect for that. Its darker acetate adds contrast and structure without looking harsh, like shadow sculpting the face instead of hiding it. Medium or darker skin tones. You have range, golds, ambers, honey browns. Those tones reflect warmth and highlight your natural depth. The Tom Ford Clark aviators do this effortlessly. Matte gold bridge, subtle amber tint, and that quiet sophistication that feels lived in, not loud. And here's a detail most men never consider: finish. Glossy frames catch light and pull focus. Matte finishes diffuse it, creating that understated elegance you can feel but don't need to explain. It's the difference between showing up polished versus trying too hard. And we haven't even talked about lens color, which is where most men accidentally age themselves. Mirrored lenses? Leave them to marathon runners and 20-year-olds at music festivals. Gradient lenses, on the other hand, are the quiet luxury move. Darker at the top, softer at the bottom, which lets people still see your eyes. That's presence. That's composure. Gray lenses read neutral and serious. Brown lenses brighten the face and warm the skin tone. Green lenses lean classic. Military roots, timeless appeal. Anything blue, purple, rainbow, or reflective immediately looks juvenile. If the lenses announce themselves before the man does, the lenses are wrong. After 40, the right tint doesn't hide you. It frames you. I always tell people sunglasses aren't makeup, they're framing. When you get the tone right, your skin looks healthier, your eyes brighter, and your whole presence sharper, even before you've said a word. It's the same principle as lighting in photography. The best stylists and directors all know it. Light doesn't change your subject, it reveals it. The right frame tone does the same thing. It pulls forward what time has softened, adds definition where the years have blurred it, and restores that sense of clarity every man wants when he looks in the mirror. That last one was all about tone, framing your features without fighting them. But color only matters when it fits the man behind it, and that's where style meets identity. 3. Style and identity. Most men wear sunglasses like they're stuck in a time capsule. Same frames they bought in their 30s, same shape, same vibe. They worked then, now they just feel dated. Because style isn't static. Your wardrobe evolves, your presence matures, and your sunglasses should evolve with you. They're not props, they're punctuation. They say, "This is who I am now." Confidence doesn't come from wearing something bold, it comes from wearing something that feels inevitable. The right pair of sunglasses doesn't make you look like you're trying. It makes you look like you've arrived. Because presence isn't performance, it's precision. When everything you wear aligns, people can't quite explain why you look composed. They just feel it. The mistake most men make is treating sunglasses like accessories. They're not. They're character. They have to match your rhythm, your wardrobe, and the way you move through the world. You can spot the mismatch instantly. The executive in mirrored aviators, the weekend guy in angular black frames. Both missing the mark, not because of taste, but because of translation. They're wearing old versions of themselves. The best pair of sunglasses doesn't change your look, it updates your language. Sunglasses should match who you are today, your pace, your presence, your wardrobe. If you dress sharp, blazers, chinos, loafers, you need frames with structure. Something that mirrors that precision. The Tom Ford Snowden is built for that. Bold temples, straight lines, confidence in silhouette form. Or the Ray-Ban Clubmaster Classic. Still intellectual, still commanding, but never loud. More casual, polos, t-shirts, suede bombers. Then you want frames that move with you. Rounded edges, softer acetate, maybe a touch of vintage warmth. The Persil Original sunglasses are that perfect middle ground. Part history, part effortless Italian cool. And if you prefer something leaner, the Randolph X Todd Snyder Aviator gives that clean, masculine minimalism that never goes out of season. By the way, if you're enjoying this so far, hit subscribe. It helps more men find this and keeps videos like this coming. Because style after 40 isn't about keeping up, it's about lining up. Your clothes, your posture, your eyewear, all speaking the same quiet language of refinement. To make this even simpler, think in style personas. If you're the business casual sharp guy, sport coats, loafers, structured shirts, go with frames like the Snowden or Cary Grant, clean lines, quiet authority. If you're the elevated weekend guy, Henleys, polos, suede jackets, Persil 649, or Randolph aviators give you that relaxed masculinity without slipping into dad on vacation. If you're the minimalist, monochrome outfits, no logos, clean sneakers, thin metal frames, or matte acetate keep the whole look intentional, not ornamental. The goal isn't to match trends. The goal is to match identity. That last one was all about identity, aligning your frames with who you are now. But even the right style can fall flat if the quality doesn't hold up. And that's exactly where we're going next. 4. The right frames to own. Most men think they need 10 pairs of sunglasses, one for driving, one for weekends, one for travel. But the truth is, you only need 2 or 3, the ones that actually define you. Because when you reach a certain age, style stops being about variety. It becomes about precision, choosing pieces that feel inevitable. That's what timeless frames do. They don't decorate your face, they define your presence. So, if you're looking for the pairs that simply work, no gimmicks, no guesswork, these are the ones I recommend. And yes, you'll find all of them linked below. Start with the Ray-Ban Clubmaster Classic from earlier in the video. Structured, intellectual, and quietly assertive. It's the frame that says you know who you are and you don't need to prove it. Then there's the Persol PO9649S. Handcrafted Italian acetate, keyhole bridge, and that subtle luxury that never tries too hard. It's history and refinement, built into one silhouette. There's also the Tom Ford Snowden from earlier for the man with presence. Strong lines, bold temples, just enough weight to frame authority without shouting. You can feel the difference the second you pick them up. The weight of the acetate, the hinge tension, the way they close with a muted click instead of a snap. That sound alone tells you everything about quality, precision, patience, purpose. If you prefer something understated, the Oliver Peoples Cary Grant is near perfection. Elegant, balanced, the kind of pair that doesn't steal attention, it earns it. One quick note most men never check: temple length. If the arms are too short, they'll squeeze behind the ear and lift the frame off your nose. Too long, and they slip every time you look down. Great glasses don't just look tailored, they fit tailored. And if you like the Snowden but want something quieter, the Jacques-Marie Mage Dillon is the refined alternative. Same presence, half the volume. Each of these pairs does one thing perfectly. They refine, not replace, your look. Because great frames don't transform you, they reveal you. That last one was all about quality, structure that lasts. But even the best craftsmanship can't save bad habits. Let's fix those next. 5. Common mistakes. Here's the truth. Most men over 40 don't wear bad sunglasses on purpose, they just stop paying attention. They grab what's easy, what's familiar, or what's sitting next to the checkout counter. And slowly, the details that once made them look sharp start working against them. The first mistake? Sporty frames. You're not on a cycling team and you're definitely not chasing a triathlon. Those neon lenses and rubber arms might have worked in your 30s, but now they just make your face look busy. Simplicity always wins, especially when it's quiet. The second mistake is logos, the loud kind. If your sunglasses announce themselves before you do, they've already failed. Wealth doesn't need to scream, it should breathe. The best pair in the room is the one nobody can place, but everyone respects. Then there's the cheap lens problem. You can spot it and feel it instantly. They bend like plastic wrap and distort everything behind them. You think you're saving money, but what you're really doing is cheapening your reflection. Good lenses don't just protect your eyes, they protect your image. And finally, the biggest one, chasing trends instead of temperament. Because trends expire, temperament doesn't. A frame like the Moscot 10 proves that. It's round, timeless, unchanged for decades. Quiet design that's aged better than most of us. Here's the 5-second test I give people. Put the glasses on. Turn your head side to side. If the frames speak before your face does, wrong pair. If someone notices the shape before the eyes, wrong pair. If the glasses disappear into the face, not on top of it, that's the one. Sunglasses shouldn't introduce you. They should confirm you. That's the lesson. Refinement is quiet, and quality is felt before it's seen. When you choose with restraint, people don't notice your sunglasses, they notice you. That last one was all about refinement, not reaction. And that's what separates style from noise. When you find the right sunglasses, something shifts. You carry yourself differently, a little taller, a little sharper. Not because the glasses are doing the work, but because they fit. Not just your face, but your identity. The right pair becomes invisible in the best way. They don't compete with your expression. They complete it. You stop hiding behind them and start standing behind them. That's the difference between covering your eyes and defining your presence. Every pair I mentioned today is linked below. And no, they're not cheap, but that's the point. Because quality frames don't just protect your eyes, they protect your image. They frame how the world sees you and how you see yourself. You can feel it the second you put them on. The balance, the weight, the clarity. That quiet confidence that says, I've got this. And here's the thing, refinement doesn't stop with sunglasses, it's a mindset. It shows up in the way you shake hands, how you dress on a slow Sunday, even how you choose the things no one else sees. After 40, style isn't about standing out, it's about standing sure. Every refined choice, the jacket you've kept for years, the shoes you still polish, the frames that age with you, becomes a small act of self-respect. Because once you find the right pair, you stop thinking about sunglasses completely. They become part of your uniform, the same way a good watch, a well-cut jacket, or polished shoes become part of your identity. That's the quiet power of refinement. It's not about being noticed, and it's about never looking out of place. The older you get, the more those details matter because they become the story people read before you ever speak. And if you get them right, if your clothes, your posture, and your presence all align, you stop worrying about style entirely. You've already built it. That's the difference between owning sunglasses and having a signature pair. So, if you found this helpful, stay tuned. Because we're just getting started. Refinement doesn't end here, it expands. The next step's simple. Watch the next video on screen. It's the best next move if you're ready to keep refining your style. Keep refining, and I'll see you in the next one.